Hi there, here we are again at Body Works Physiotherapy with Holly as our model, and we're going to talk a little bit about how we activate our core muscles now. If you've watched the last video, you've seen how we talked about what the muscles are, and now we're going to teach Holly how to use her inner core muscles. So usually we start in a position like Holly's in now, lying on your back with your knees bent up and your head on a pillow. And we want to look at the positioning of the feet. So you want your feet to be in line with your knees and hips. So we want the big toes to sort of stay connected to the ground, and we want your knees and hips to stay lined up with your body so that your knees don't fall apart from each other. Then we want to work on trying to figure out how to connect our breath with our core. Because the diaphragm forms the roof of the core, it's important to learn how to breathe. So often we start with this. So first I'm going to talk to Holly about breathing laterally and trying to get some expansion sideways into her rib cage in the lower rib cage. And as she breathes out, thinking about a slow sigh and letting her chest soften so that the diaphragm can relax and we can get activation then with the core in a moment. Once we've taught Holly how to breathe and let her chest soften, then we're going to teach her how to find her inner core muscles. And this is a little bit different for different people. So we know that deep core, transversus abdominis muscle, runs horizontally like a girdle through here. Often I'll have people bring one hand onto their hip so they can feel just inside their hip bone. And what they do is think about using it like a Kegel muscle contraction. And so you want to get a little tightening underneath your fingertip and contracting it in. And usually with your hand there, what you'll feel is that a little bit of an indrawing towards your spine, not popping up towards the ceiling. And then it's important to figure out how to connect the breathing with your core so that you don't hold your breath once you contract your core muscles. So the next step would then be trying to put it together. So we breathe into the lateral rib cage, trying to get the ribs opening towards the elbows. As you breathe out, starting to soften your chest bone and doing that little Kegel exercise or indrawing. For other tips on how to find this, you can refer to our handout, or we'll have another little video following this one.